rocking with that Sonic 4 theme. I don't want any lag on the screen. What is up, folks? I'm Elijah 5000. We are here to bring you everything you need to know about One Piece. We got the brief spoilers, I want to say maybe 2 hours ago. I saw them 26 minutes after they dropped. And I've had a hell of a time creating thumbnails. I had so many ideas. And also, we had extra spoilers that got added onto it. So today, since we had the week off, 1190 is finally here. We are ready to dive into the world of One Piece, but we also have extra spoilers because, unfortunately, and I do want to check this before I make another statement, because I do not want to be wrong. Yes, jump holiday next week. So we have another break week. But that's fine. It's okay. We're here for everything that is good and delicious about One Piece. Now, remember, this is Edge to Otaku. If you're watching on YouTube, go there and subscribe. Thank you for everybody that's been subscribing. Subscriptions have gone up. You guys have liked the shorts, the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Neo new gameplay shorts I've been creating. But now it's time to dive back into what I do, some would say, the best. And I was going to pull the Wolverine quote, but I feel like that's reserved for Wolvie, for Logan, for James Howlett. He has it down packed. I'm here, Elijah 5000, ready to bring you onto the ship as a crew member of not the Straw Hat Pirates. We're just adjacent. We are in the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, but these are the Bailey Pirates. We are right here. The 5,000 crew is taking out 5K pirates, if you will. Thank you for joining me. We're here for the brief spoilers for chapter 1190 of One Piece. Let me pull this up. Just have to make sure things are sounding good. Oh, perfect. Okay. Now let's go. This title is long as fuck. I'm here for it. I'm here for this entire fucking chapter. I'll wait. Chapter 1190. Brief spoilers. This came from PewPiece, so remember, if you're on YouTube, check the description. You have the link to PewPiece, so you can always check these spoilers along with me by yourself if you miss a show, whatever. The title is The Person Whose Death Would Make People Happy. Again, the person whose death would make people happy. Reader request cover yet again. The cover is young Shanks this time and Kid Luffy eating fishes. So this is a little bit different. We're getting a mission mesh of the past and, well, I guess if Shanks a kid. It says Kid Luffy and young Shanks. So maybe this is chapter 1. If not, if this is when they're even smaller, we're getting like a what if mashup. Pretty cool. I would like some cover stories that have to do with characters that we're not seeing, but really Elbaf is so overwhelming with the lore and everything else. I understand why we are here. And before I go on, I'm going to do this because I don't like the way the camera's looking. I don't want it to look all fuzzy and shit like this. This is a HD Pro camera, motherfucker, 4K, and the stream's in 2K. Let's get it looking right. I'm too beautiful to not look good. Story starts. Gaban tells Luffy, "How disappointing. You need to be rescued by an injured old man. The Pirate King is someone whose death would make people happy because everyone who wants to sit on that throne will take it. If you want to become king of the pirates while living happily and comfortably, then go back home." He's saying, hey, everybody comes for the head of the king. You cannot not defend that title. You have to be ready. Luffy, I'm fucking disappointed. And before, Scopper Gaban was at the bottom in the underworld talking to Zoro saying, hey, your pirate captain's about to be king of the pirates. You have Supreme King's conqueror hawk. You need to fucking go ahead and get that shit under control and be deliberate with your cock. And then he talked to Sanji. He's like, hey, you have a dilemma within yourself. You need to figure that shit out, because how can you protect the man that's supposed to be king of the pirates? You can't protect yourself. And now he's coming back to Luffy like, yo, nigga, like, you had this shit on lock earlier, but right now, you weak as fuck. You are disappointing to everybody here. You're disappointing to your crew. You're not the king of the pirates. The king of the pirates has a target on his back all the fucking time. You're taking challengers of all caliber all the fucking time, Luffy. What the fuck are you doing? And then it says, after saying this, Gaban throws Luffy far away. Throws that nigga back. And starts fighting Imu. Imu draws a Japanese sword called Hanebame, Bone Eater, and fights Gaban. So we have our fist. We had the Blade of Nothingness, the Sea God Sword. We had Furugashi. We had the Axe. And now we have the Spear, that's 5. And now we have this one, which is Hanabami. Yeah, Honebami. I think it's only these 6. There may be 7. There may be one more. I have to go back. But these are the ones that we have seen so far from Emo. Remember, his little... It's not a smoke cloud. It's black, just Emu. Because I thought this nigga had like the ink fruit. It's whatever. It's demon, Domi Reversi, whatever the fuck it is. 19 weapons. He's the 20th for the contract between the 20 kingdoms. But we continue in Emu. After he draws his sword, Gaban uses a technique called Shinoman Hasen Fukushu, destroying the ground and causing them to fall from the because they're not on branch 8. If they are on branch 8, because I'm trying to remember where they are, Loki's leaning up on the branch. So yeah, they are on the ground and on the sun world. And so he destroys the ground. They fall down to the underworld. The final scene shows Gaban lying on the ground with his left arm cut off below the elbow. And then it says Luffy is in shock when he sees Gaban injured at the end of the chapter. There's a break week because there's a holiday. But a couple minutes, maybe an hour after that, we got more spoilers from Pew Piece. It says Gaban remembers his crewmates and rivals. The rivals and crewmates he remembers are Roger, RAYLEIGH, ODEN, SHANKS, CROCUS, WHITEBEARD. And he says Luffy is the man they've been waiting for. So now we have an answer as to what happened on Laugh Tale, what's going on, or why they laughed, or what they saw. And apparently it's either Luffy himself, which if it had a name and it says monkey, then Roger and them would have laughed because Garp is a monkey. There's nobody on the crew that's a monkey, and it's going to be further down the bloodline. If it's a Nika fruit, which most likely it is, he's laughing because Luffy is Nika. Shanks said something to him, because Shanks has talked to all these motherfuckers. Like Shanks says, hey, Ray-san, you have to meet Luffy. And then when he met Luffy, he's like, he talked to him sweet a little bit, and he's like, oh my god, you remind me of Roger. I see Roger in you. Okay, you that nigga. I like that. Then Shaq, he saw the same thing, but Shanks went to Elbaf, as we saw in the past, talked to Scopper just about what was going on in Mary Joie. Then he comes back and talks to him again about Luffy and telling him he needs to see for himself the white form. And then Luffy's here with Scopper Gaban, and Gaban's a believer based off what they saw in Raftel. And whatever Roger was laughing at, I think it has to do with the Nika devil fruit and what's to come, because if they have seen it and they are waiting on Luffy, they're waiting on Luffy to change the world. That's what Ray-san said. It's like, leave that information out there for the young generation to find so they can go on their own adventure and come to their own conclusion. They're the ones that need to solve this problem. Scopper is like, nigga, we waiting on you. I've been in Elbaf just waiting because I knew we had to wait, but whatever information they had, they've been waiting on Luffy. Shanks is waiting on Luffy, so everybody is literally waiting on Luffy. Shanks didn't go and try to kill Luffy for the devil fruit. They're friends, but Shanks is heartless. Shanks is a real nigga. Shanks is a real pirate. But he didn't even go to Luffy after the white form had been discovered. He just said it's time to go for the One Piece. So that means they need to go there. I bet after this battle, Shanks and them will either take part in the war or not. They'll either know the complete lore and be like, we don't need to take part, and Shanks will see Luffy and Laugh Tale very, very in. Or they'll fight with him and then head that way, and then there's something that Shanks will have to tell Luffy, because apparently the Roger Pirates, well, we know the Roger Pirates know, but they were waiting on Luffy based off what Scopper Gaban says. So these are the brief spoilers. Very, very brief. 10 minutes worth of spoilers, not that much. But I cannot wait to see the full spoilers this week. Again, we get Gaban telling Luffy, disappointed in you. You need to be rescued by an old fucking injured man. And that's why I said, Chopper just healed him. So unless Chopper has unlocked his ability and did some extra fucking healing, Scopper's injured. How's he going to take on Imu? And he throws Luffy and tells him that Pirate King is someone whose death would make others happy. He's infamous because everyone wants to sit on that throne. Like, you gotta recognize that shit. And if you want to become the king of the pirates while living happily and comfortably, then go the fuck back home, Luffy. This is some real motherfucking shit. This is the school of hard knocks, bitch. I married a fucking giant. You know how hard it is to lift a giant up and hit Luffy. Come on now. We're a different caliber now. You have to get your crew on that same level. And Luffy and them are almost there. They took on the Gorosei. They went to Egghead. They've traveled around. They've got all this. Like, Luffy could have every goddamn ancient weapon he wants to and have these packs, but he doesn't want to. Luffy just wants to go on the adventure. Now, this is where he continues to further himself, because we talked about this earlier this week whenever we were on the last chapter. Listening to native Japanese speakers talk about Luffy versus how Luffy's seen in America is fucking tragedy. It's the same thing as like these. What was it? It was like a hot take, like anime. I don't fuck with nobody that watches anime because anime is for kids. It's cartoons. Like, no, it's not. Anime has so many fucking genres. It's the same damn shit as your TV show, your surreal, your reality TV, this fucking stage, your wrestling. There's a story here, and if you're not immersed in it, you don't know what the fuck's going on. And that's what's going on right now. You have to be immersed in the world of One Piece. You have to be immersed in what's going on now, because so many things are getting tied back. Luffy, we talked about how special Elbaf is to Luffy's body, because it seems like he's jumping leaps and bounds. And if we think about Zoro, Zoro's been going through it too. And Sanji. Now, did they have these abilities? Yes. What element of the time frame saying do not stay in Elbaf too long is really affecting the Straw Hats? The other thing is, what is Scopper? How long can he hold off Imu? He's lost an arm in this attack. Is he going to die? I do not fucking want Scopper Gaban to die. I don't. Scopper came in as a Loke motherfucker. Do not kill Scopper off now. He's trying to save his wife and his son. He's trying to save their home. Elbaf does not need to be destroyed. Elbaf is one of the countries, just like Wano, that after the war secluded itself and didn't ally with the world government. They didn't even have no fucking information about the world government. I can't have Scopper die, but Scopper is letting Luffy know, like, if you want to be the Pirate King, you can be happy in chasing adventure and being curious and shit like that, but it's not a life of like just endless joy unless you're about that life. Then we see Imu pull out this sword. We see Scopper pull out one of his legendary moves. I think the Shinmon Hasen was the technique that they actually named him Mountain Eater for. So now he's going against Imu's technique, which is Bone Eater, or to his sword, the Bone Eater. Loses an arm after he tried to save Luffy. Luffy sees this in shock. How far has Scopper thrown Luffy? Where is this battle happening at? What is getting ready to happen to Luffy? Is this the point where Luffy gets an upscale into Gear 6? Is his Devil Fruit going to finally fully awaken? What are we about to get with this man? Because him being stabbed, because first off, we're going to see if Scopper takes the swords out of his body. Yes, because they steal vitality from Luffy, but he's about to throw this motherfucker back. How fast does Luffy bounce back? What all is going on with these swords in Luffy's body? Does Scopper get saved? Then remember, we're also having Zoro fight Summers and Sanji fight Killingham while the Giants are fighting Zaza. And Chopper is getting ready to go over to the library. So I think Chopper is getting ready to go check out Biblo, because we need to know why and how and when Biblo moved all the books. Biblo moved the books from the library and the school, saved them. Saul was curious, like, damn, Biblo, what the fuck? How'd you get here? Chopper just now started talking to Ragnar. Chopper's going to talk to Biblo. We're going to get a backstory. We're going to know who Biblo is, which we've come to the conclusion. We're probably 80% sure that we think Biblo is another one of Joy Boy's crew members, or it could have been Joy Boy and Imu's crew members, depending on what it is. Do I believe Imu is a parrot? Because this goes into if Biblo is a crew member of Joy Boy. Joy Boy had all animals on his crew. Zanisha, Biblo, Emmet was a robot, but and then if Emu's a parrot, yeah. But I digress. What else? God. Robin is over there. She's going to go over some stuff with Saul, the history with Frankie of Elbaf, since Frankie saw the Harley and then Robin read the Harley. Like, Frankie saw the mural on the Yggdrasil tree. Robin read it. Brooke and them are still trying to wake up Shuri. Jinbei done pulled some strong ass moves. Everybody talking shit on Jinbei. Jinbei blocked one of IMU'S techniques while Scopper Gaban lost an arm. Scopper is injured. I'm saying Jinbei's up there. He's not in the fight, but he's there. I think he will jump in at some point in time. Loki may come back, Hydruden, because they want to avenge their father. So maybe injured Luffy, injured Loki, injured Hydruden come in, boom, try to all overwhelm IMU, push IMU out. Because I don't see one person actually saving Elbaf, but I do see power-ups because Scopper Gaban is on the verge of death. There's going to be something that Wano ended too good. Wano ended too happy for Elbaf to end just as happy before we go into the finale. So let me know what your theories, what your thoughts are on the next chapter. Remember, we have a break next week, so we will get the full spoilers most likely tomorrow, because today is Tuesday. Usually, brief spoilers come Monday. They've been getting pushed back every now and then, so Tuesday. Today we got these briefs. Hopefully tomorrow or Thursday. Mainly tomorrow we get the full spoilers. Thursday is typically TCB, so that's our raw scans and unofficial translation. And then Sunday will be the official live read for the show. Remember, I do that later in the evening, probably around 6 before the pod at 7:30. That way I can listen to native Japanese speakers and see what contextually is being lost between what has been transcribed and what is actually meant. And so far, these last couple of chapters from Egghead, basically, really, Egghead had a little bit more, but really Davy Jones or Davy D. Zebek's flashback, God Valley up till now, there's been a lot of things that have been mistranslated, and like even Imu's swords, Imu's ability, Joy Boy and Imu, Scopper Gaban's words, what was said, things that weren't said between Shuri and Brooke. So remember, go back to the past videos, click on the description. That'll link you to the page where you can see everything you want from native Japanese speakers that I follow. Also, we have the Pew Piece brief full spoilers that come in. Follow the Discord. I always put the spoilers in there, as well as some raw scans I see, and each one of the videos I record, brief, full TCB scan, and the live read. Other than that, thank you guys so much. I will be back with some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Shit's been going off. It's been crazy because I've wanted some of these characters for so many years. You don't, like, back in the day, the imports used to have characters that you never thought that you wanted, because when they first introduced Hercule, the androids, and then Gotenks in the game, you're like, what? Like, Gotenks is understandable, he's a Saiyan, but these other ones are kind of fucking up the flow. I don't want to play with the androids, and now you have staple characters. So jump in, watch some what if scenarios, some battles, see me mix it up, and try to fucking dominate limit breaker mode, which is like damn near Dark Souls for Dragon Ball. But thank you guys so much. These have been the brief spoilers for 1190. We're getting more. Luffy's on the verge of death. Will he get back up? Because Scopper Gaban has lost an arm. Imu is a dirty bitch. Imu is like the weapons master. Imu is the 10-10 of fucking One Piece. Weapons everywhere. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me know what your thoughts and predictions are for this chapter, and I will catch you in the next one. Always show love. Switchery.com. The website is still down. I haven't heard anything from them. Hopefully we're still getting the sponsorship. But if you like ramen like I do and you need something to eat, but you don't want to have a lot of sodium or gain weight, IMMIEATS, IMMIEATS.com. Use promo code EDGE2G to get $5 off your purchase. The world's first plant-based, high-fiber, high-protein, low-sodium, and low-carbohydrate ramen. They have 6 flavors you can choose from. Amazing. Follow them on social media, and they will teach you different ways to mix and mash and add that special bit of flair to your ramen. But again, promo code EDGE2G gets you $5 off your online purchase. Look for their on-store, their online local store locator, and you can go to your store and just pick them up whenever you go grocery shopping. But thank you, IMMI'S. Switchery, we love you. Hopefully you guys are still there, because I do like Nintendo Switch accessories. If you are not, we need to find another sponsor for the show. But I'm Elijah 5000. If you're following on YouTube, this is Edge to Otaku, your place for everything manga, anime related, anime gaming. If you love those AAA games, you like seeing me play Resident Evil 9 and jump scare and be like, you dirty bitch, or playing with Buck and them, go to Edge2 Gaming, follow there. And the Pod OKC, Oklahoma's in-game chat podcast, we talked about, or actually we watched Outlaw Star episodes 11 and 12 Sunday. This upcoming Sunday, we have Outlaw Star episode 13 and 14. But join us, follow us on Twitch, the Pod OKC, as we talk video games, anime, and just the regular bullshit trash talk we do in the group chat. Thank you guys so much. I'm Elijah 5000. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. I already told you the music, but if you're ever listening and it's not Rifty Beats, guess what anime or video game the music's from? And you could win a gift. Right now, I do have some exclusive, I bought some leg sleeves from Village Hidden in Iron, and they are anime theme. If you like volleyball, they're Haikyuu theme. They're a size large. So go to Village Hidden in Iron, look at the sizes for large. If they're yours, let me know. Just come for the next stream. Let me know what the music is at the end or the beginning, and you could win. You enter yourself into winning shit like this. I'm a kinesiologist, huge fitness buff, 4th degree black belt, so I got a lot of shit, anime themed shit and cool shit that I like to give away. So thank you guys. Catch you in the next one. Peace.